Imagine stepping into your car, sliding into the driver's seat, and realizing it already knows you better than you know yourself. Not in a creepy, intrusive way, but in a way that could completely change how you drive, how you experience the road, and maybe even how you feel about cars forever. What if your car could observe every move you make behind the wheel, every subtle habit, every instinctive reaction, and then learn to drive exactly like you? The idea sounds like science fiction, but with artificial intelligence advancing faster than ever, it's closer to reality than you might think. Picture this. Your car isn't just a machine. It's an extension of your mind, your instincts, your style. Every turn you make, every braking decision, every lane change, it absorbs it, stores it, and adapts. The vehicle starts to mirror you perfectly, responding in a way that feels completely natural, as if you were controlling it, even when you're not. Now, let's push this even further. Imagine being stuck in traffic after a long day, tired and drained. Normally, every stop-and-go moment would stress you out, but your AI car, mimicking your driving style, knows exactly how you'd handle it. Smooth, predictable, comfortable. It drives like you would, but without the fatigue. It can anticipate your preferences, how aggressively you accelerate, when you prefer to coast, how sharp your turns usually are. Suddenly, driving is no longer a chore. It becomes effortless, almost like a dance between you and your machine. And here's where it gets really intriguing. Over time, the car could even adapt and improve your driving. Maybe you're a cautious driver, hesitant at certain junctions. Your AI car could gradually nudge you towards smoother, safer choices without you even realizing it, subtly teaching better habits while still feeling exactly like you behind the wheel. Think about the implications for road safety, too. If every car could learn its owner's tendencies perfectly, what if it could also detect when a human is making a mistake or losing focus? Imagine a car that knows you, trusts you, but also quietly steps in to prevent accidents before they happen. You could be pushing the limits on a twisty back road or navigating a busy city street, and the AI could seamlessly adjust, blending your style with real-time safety interventions. And what about personalization? Not just seats and mirrors, but the driving itself, the rhythm, the timing, the feel of the car responding, as if it were an extension of your own body. And here's something to think about. Would you ever want to drive again, knowing that your car could perfectly replicate your driving style without any effort from you? This is more than just convenience. It's a glimpse into a future where your relationship with your car becomes almost symbiotic. Every drive, every journey would feel unique and personal, like the car isn't just transporting you but performing alongside you, learning and evolving every mile. Before we dive into the deeper consequences, the ethical questions, and the mind-blowing possibilities, imagine the thrill of telling your friends, "My car drives like me, perfectly." You're not just behind the wheel, you've got an AI twin on autopilot, and if that idea excites you even a little, stick around, because what comes next will completely change how you think about the cars of tomorrow. Now let's think about how this would actually work. Your car wouldn't just memorize your movements. It would analyze them, detect patterns, and predict your decisions with almost uncanny precision. Every lane change, every hesitation at a stoplight, every instinctive swerve to avoid an obstacle, your AI car would catalog it all. Over time, it wouldn't just mimic you, it would anticipate you. Imagine merging onto a highway, and before you even signal, the car is already adjusting, aligning perfectly with your style. It's like having a co-pilot who knows you better than anyone else, reacting faster than any human could, yet still feeling like it's your own hand on the wheel. And the personalization doesn't stop there. Every driver has quirks, habits, even irrational tendencies, and your AI car could learn them all. Do you always accelerate aggressively after a turn? Does your braking style vary depending on the road or the weather? Maybe you prefer gentle steering around sharp corners. Or maybe you like a little extra thrill when navigating empty streets. The car could adjust dynamically, becoming an almost invisible partner in your driving experience. It would understand the rhythm of your journey, not just the route. That means every drive could feel tailored exclusively to you, while also keeping you safer and more efficient. But here's where it gets really fascinating. Your car could learn not just your habits, but your decision-making process. Think about what-if scenarios. A sudden animal crossing the road, a reckless driver cutting in, unexpected debris. Most human drivers react instinctively, sometimes too late. An AI that knows exactly how you think and anticipate could make split-second adjustments that feel intuitive, as if you were reacting instantly, but with a level of precision and safety you couldn't achieve on your own. It's the ultimate combination of human instinct and machine accuracy. Now imagine taking this concept further. What if your AI car could store multiple driving profiles? One for city traffic, one for long road trips, one for aggressive mountain roads, and even one for completely relaxed weekend drives. You could switch modes, and the car would seamlessly adjust to reflect your style in that context. You'd feel completely in control, yet freed from the physical and mental strain of long drives. It's almost like having a professional race driver, a careful commuter, and a relaxed cruiser all in one vehicle. But each version is undeniably, unmistakably you. Here is a thought that might blow your mind. What if AI cars that learn from drivers could connect to each other? Imagine a network where vehicles share learned driving styles in real time. A car could adapt to the driving behaviors of others on the road, predicting not just what you would do, but what every driver around you is likely to do. Traffic could flow more smoothly, accidents could be prevented before they happen, and every trip could feel almost choreographed yet completely natural. If you're even slightly intrigued by the idea of a car that mirrors your style perfectly, you'll want to stay until the end, because in the next part, we'll explore the psychological, social, and even ethical consequences of letting AI become your driving twin. And by the way, if this idea makes you curious, hit that like button or subscribe, because you're about to dive into some of the most mind-bending possibilities for the future of driving. Now let's take a step back and consider the flip side. What happens when your car knows you so well that it can predict your every move? Sounds amazing, right? But think about the implications. If your AI car perfectly mirrors your driving style, it also mirrors your mistakes, your bad habits, even your risky instincts. Every moment of road rage, every overconfident maneuver, every split-second misjudgment could be copied by the very system designed to make your driving easier. What if, in trying to create the perfect extension of yourself, you're also creating a vehicle that could reinforce dangerous behavior? And then there's the question of privacy. Your car wouldn't just be a machine. It would be a detailed record of your decisions, your patterns, your habits, and maybe even your emotional state behind the wheel. Every sharp turn, every sudden brake, every hesitation, it's all data. Who has access to that data? Could it be hacked, shared, or used in ways you didn't intend? The same technology that makes your car feel like an extension of you could also make it a tool for surveillance or manipulation. Suddenly, your driving habits aren't just personal. They're potentially a window into your behavior, your preferences, your life. Then comes the psychological angle. If a car drives exactly like you, could it change the way you think about driving? Could you start relying on it so much that your instincts weaken over time? There's a strange tension between control and convenience here. On one hand, it's thrilling. Your car mirrors you perfectly, anticipates your moves, keeps you safer. On the other hand, you may start to wonder if you're still driving, or if the AI has quietly become the one making the decisions. How much of you remains in the driver seat when the car can do everything in your style better than you can? Now imagine an extreme, what if this AI could copy not just your style, but your judgment under pressure? A car that knows how you respond to stress, fear, or adrenaline could push boundaries in ways you never intended. Would you feel liberated or unnerved? Would it be empowering, or would it start to blur the line between you and the machine? There's a thrill in the idea of sharing control with something that knows you so intimately, but also a risk. One small miscalculation, one glitch, could turn that thrill into disaster, and yet, despite the risks, the possibilities are enormous. Cars that learn from you could make commuting less stressful, road trips more enjoyable, and driving safer than ever. They could revolutionize how we think about vehicles, making them not just tools, but partners. We could enter a world where every car ride feels personalized, intuitive, almost magical. The challenge is balancing that potential with caution, ensuring that technology enhances us without replacing the very essence of what makes driving uniquely human. So take a moment and imagine the future. A car that knows you better than anyone else, responds in perfect harmony with your style, yet forces you to confront new questions about safety, privacy, and control. This is where the thrill and the risk collide, and where the true what-if begins. If this scenario has your mind racing, imagine what comes next. In the final part, we'll dive into the most extreme possibilities. Cities filled with AI-driven mirrors of ourselves, roads synchronized like a living organism, and the ultimate question: what does it mean to truly drive when the car is more you than you are? Now, let's imagine the world 10, 20 years from now. Roads filled with AI cars that don't just mimic drivers. They anticipate, adapt, and even communicate with one another. Picture a city where every vehicle on the street is a reflection of its driver, yet perfectly in sync with the flow around it. No more gridlocks, no more chaotic merges, no more surprise accidents caused by human error. Every car is learning, every car is adjusting, every car is alive in a way that feels almost magical. The city itself becomes a living, breathing network of human instincts amplified by AI precision. In this future, your car could even adapt to your mood. Feeling stressed? It drives calmer, smoother, reducing tension on your commute. Feeling adventurous? It nudges you into taking corners a little sharper, accelerating with a thrill you secretly crave. Your vehicle becomes an extension not just of your style, but of your personality and emotions. The line between human decision and AI assistance blurs, until the driving experience feels like a unique partnership, a collaboration between human intuition and machine perfection. Now, think bigger. What if cars could learn from multiple drivers, creating a collective intelligence? Each journey could contribute to a constantly evolving system that improves itself over time. Your car might start by mimicking your style perfectly, but eventually it could integrate lessons from thousands of other drivers, combining the best instincts, the safest maneuvers, and the most efficient patterns. You wouldn't just be driving, you'd be participating in an intelligent ecosystem that grows smarter every mile. And yet, there's a final what-if to consider. What happens when AI becomes so good at mirroring humans that it challenges our very definition of control? Could you ever fully trust your instincts again if your car knows you better than you know yourself? Could people grow dependent on these systems, losing the raw, instinctive skill that has defined driving for over a century? Or could this technology, if used wisely, create a world where accidents are rare, traffic flows like a symphony, and driving is not just safer, but infinitely more personal and engaging? The answer might not be clear, but the possibilities are undeniably thrilling. As we imagine this future, one thing is certain. Cars that learn from us are not just a glimpse of technology, they are a reflection of ourselves. Every choice we make, every style we develop, every instinct we rely on could one day become part of a living machine that mirrors us perfectly. And if you've been captivated by this vision, don't just imagine it, engage with it. Share this idea, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to explore more mind-bending possibilities in the world of AI and automotive innovation. So the next time you sit behind the wheel, think about this. What if your car could truly become you, perfectly, flawlessly, and maybe even better than you imagined? How would that change the way you drive, the way you live, the way you interact with technology? The answer is uncertain, the possibilities endless, and the journey, just like the ride itself, has only just begun.